Today we'll be taking a look at a few trains I saw in the Reno, Nevada area during the last half of 2020. The track will be along is Union Pacific's main line from Ogden, Utah to Sacramento, California, which sees the bulk of Union Pacific's traffic heading to and from Northern California and the Amtrak California Zephyr. The first spot we'll be looking at is Painted Rock, located about 26 miles east of Reno. This spot gives an excellent view of trains from a high vantage point with the Truckee River and several cottonwood trees providing a backdrop. The first train to come was a westbound intermodal train. Behind this train is Amtrak number 5, the westbound California Zephyr. I took the time waiting for the Zephyr to observe my surroundings. Something that caught my eye was the miles of telegraph poles still in the air. Once considered an eyesore and a nuisance by rail fans on account of them blocking ideal shots, poles like these once ran alongside every main line in the US throughout the late 19th century into the 20th century. With the increased use of wireless communication, however, the use of these wires for telegraph and for controlling signals and switches is long gone. Nowadays, finding any of these telegraph poles by a main line is very rare. The ones that are still up have their days numbered, as most railroads have committed to slowly but surely cutting down all the poles. 15 minutes later, here comes the westbound Zephyr. Heading 2 miles west, we're by exit 40 on Interstate 80 for Painted Rock. In order to access the community of Painted Rock, you must cross over a one-lane steel truss bridge. This bridge is actually the old railroad bridge. Constructed in 1902 by the American Bridge Company of New York, this bridge will have seen about 5 decades of steam engines and the first generation of diesel-electric engines cross over it. Looking at old satellite images, it appears this bridge was taken out of railroad service and made into a road bridge sometime in the 1970s. Several examples of truss bridges just like this are still in use all over northern Nevada, the closest one being a few miles away in Patrick. While filming the bridge, I heard the horn of an approaching train. Here's a westbound local heading back to Sparks Yard, crossing the new bridge. Heading 4 miles west is Derby Dam. Just down the river from where I was standing is the historic Derby Dam. constructed between 1903 and 1905. It was made to divert water flow from the Truckee River down the Truckee Canal to provide water to the Lahontan Reservoir. From there, the water is used by several farms in Fallon, Nevada. Right next to the Truckee River is the main line, providing an excellent shot of trains rolling along by the river. After a long wait, an eastbound freight showed up. This train is a good example of what many railroads are doing nowadays, precision scheduled railroading. One of the concepts of PSR is a combination of trains heading to the same destination. This train here is an intermodal train up front and a mixed freight train in the rear. What in the past would require 2 trains and 2 crews to run, now only requires 1 train and 1 crew to run. Eight miles west of Reno is Verdi, a small community located right by the border of California and Nevada. Here we see an eastbound mixed manifest train crossing the Truckee River on its way to Sparks. Well, that about wraps up this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all next time.